Alright, welcome back to Limited Lowdown. Getting back into some more Wilds of Eldraine draft. So on the, I played three drafts on the first day, and I found that black-red seemed very strong, that blue and white didn't, and that black and white didn't seem great either. And I think that just shows that the synergy decks, a lot of the synergy decks with enchantments, maybe aren't there. That the problem is this format seems very assertive already. That's the vibe I got while playing my blue-white deck, and why it didn't do very well. And that's the feeling I got while playing my blue-red deck, and why it was, or my black-red deck, and why it was doing so well. So a lot of these cards that don't necessarily do anything are slowing us down. So, Imodane's Recruiter. So looking at the data, as far as I know, Imodane's Recruiter is basically a mythic uncommon here, and where we want to start. It's just a massive pump and a great second ability. So Imodane's Recruiter, I'm going to have a wee look here and see where I think it is. Imodane's Recruiter is currently set as the 4th best card in the set at almost 65% win rate. So that's what we're looking at here. So we're probably looking to go white, red aggro, which is by no means a problem for me. Aggressive decks seem to be very strong. There are good cards here though, as well. Now, what will we hope to wheel? We're not going to wheel any of these. We might wheel the Mantle. Torch the Towers there, of course, or somebody. We're going to put somebody in red beside us, probably. But yeah, there's no way we're not taking Imodane's Recruiter. It's the best card, so. So here, a lot of blue cards are not particularly good, and none of these blue cards are good. These black cards aren't particularly good. Green cards okay. Archon's Glory is good. Cooped Up's good, and Grabby Giant. So it's Cooped Up or Grabby Giant I'm thinking of. So we're gonna look at Cooped Up. And Grabby Giant. Pretty similar in power level. I think we'll just go with the Grabby Giant for now. No, we'll go for the removal spell, actually. I know it's off color, but it is where we want to be. No. So we've got, well, I'm kind of glad I did that now, because we've got Sir Armor the Redeemer. I'm not convinced is even that good. And I'm wary of these decks, and that's only 3rd pick. Stockpiling Celebrant, however, is a good card. Radite's probably one of the better cards in this pack, but Stockpiling Celebrant is something I'm interested in playing here. It's one of the better white cards. So it is. I'm fine with that. Yeah. Now Radite's probably higher. It's a bit of better card, Radite. So it is. But it's not a signal that this is open. Minecart Daredevil, I'm not so sure how good Minecart Daredevil is. I think it's okay. It's better than I anticipated. Okay. So now we're looking at, again, Feed the Cauldron. That is a good sign the black is open. But Armory Mice and Tattered Rat are also both good cards. So. We would just take a Tattered Ratter. Feed the Cauldron is better. But I'd like to play Imodane's Recruiter if possible. Twisted Sewer Witch is another good card. And Voracious Vermin is a good card, but I also have Red Cap Thief and Flick a Coin in red, so I'm not too annoyed here. I'm trying to hold on to Imodane's Recruiter as much as possible, and I want both sides of it if I can. So, the Flick a Coin is a surprisingly good card. Currently sitting at almost a 60% win rate. And it's that versus Red Cap Thief. Not sure how good Red Cap Thief is now. I'm keeping an eye on these because it's worth knowing. I think Red Cap Thief is alright. Yeah, it's 57.8. It's a fine card. So we'll try Flick a Coin out. Interested in trying that out. Monstrous Rage versus Merry Bards. Another rat out. So we would have had a decent... Oh, and a good green card here with Welcome to Sweet Tooth as well. Parallel Lives is probably extremely strong as well. But I'm gonna keep on with what I have. So we have Monstrous Rage or Merry Bards. Monstrous Rage I think is one of the top cards. Yeah, it is, yeah. I thought it was. It's one of the top cards in red, so people are probably undervaluing that card. Oh, okay, so again, we would have had a good black card here. In Scream Puff, pretty good. Rhyme for a Reindeer is fine. Crystal Grotto. I don't see myself playing that, or Scarecrow Guide. So it's Rhyme for a Reindeer versus Scarecrow Guide. I'm probably just going to pick the Scarecrow Guide, I think. Yeah, I think I will. Impact Tremor. That could be a card I want to be looking at. No good cards here, really. Barrow Naughty. What is Impact Tremors like? That's a card we could seriously consider playing. But we'd have to have a lot of creatures coming in the battlefield. I'll take one and we'll sideboard it for now. That's an interesting card. Oh, we wield the Dragon Mantle. That's something I like for Celebration. Yeah, okay, I can live with that. Okay, a decent blue card here. Oh, I didn't mean to pick that as quickly as I did. I just grab one of those. Oh, we got the Merry Bards back. That's nice. The Goose Mother, we're way off that. And nothing particularly strong in red here. How good is a creature tokens you control have +1/+1 in business? How many creature tokens do we have currently? So we have Evidence Recruiter's a way to make some. Our white isn't particularly strong, so we could have maybe gone into black at a point. Lord Skitter's Butcher is a strong card. So it is. So that's a card we can think about. It is certainly the best card in the pack here. So I guess we take that. Hopeful Vigil is a very strong white card, though. It is one of the best white cards. What else? The Light Blades, which are also good. Heck, no, I think we're okay with Hopeful Vigil. We didn't pass up anything speculating on Lord Skitter's Butcher. 3 Blind Mice. Okay, so we're starting to see all the white cards here. 3 Blind Mice again, if I remember correctly, is one of the better white cards. Oh no, now I am regretting obviously not taking the one that gives creature tokens +1/+1. But maybe, just maybe, it'll come back to us. Okay, so no, I think we're in the right colors here. Picnic Ruiner, we can't really play that. So it's Edgewall Pack versus Gallant Pie Wielder. How well do we celebrate at the moment? Not very well. And Gallon Pie Wielder hasn't overly impressed me. Yeah. I know, I think it's Edgewall Pack here. It's a middle of the road common, it's not great. Like, I mean, I'd rather be taking the Picnic Ruiner if I could. Oh, Embereth Veteran. Oh, Ash Party Crasher, hold on. I just want to double check, but I think she's very strong if I remember correctly. Yeah, 60.2 win rate. I guess now we really want to be focusing on Celebration here. So we want cheap spells. Now, unfortunately, we were sort of stuck there. So it's Besotted Knight, Return Triumphant. That's basically it. I'm not sure which card's better. I would like to think that Besotted Knight is better, but it's hard to know. Oh no, that's so stupid. Oops. I was too busy looking at stuff. So Boundary Lands Ranger. It's probably Boundary Lands Ranger. I should have. I'm sorry for doing that. That was so stupid. That would have been a great card for me because I can celebrate using that card. So that's really frustrating. But I think it's Boundary Lands Ranger for this one. Not an extremely good card, but nothing wrong with it. Now, Course Courtier could be an interesting one. I guess we pick it up. Oh yeah, no, it and it triggers thing as well. Oh my god, it wheeled. No way. I can't believe that wheeled. Well, I suppose it makes sense that it would wheel. Yeah, like exactly. We'll just bottom that, put it in there. So it's Protective Parents versus Bespoke Battle Garb. I guess we'll go with the Parents. I'm just interested to know how good Bespoke Battle Garb is. I'm sure it's garbage, to be honest. Might still be better than Protective Parents, though. Not so sure. Deck's looking okay, though. Now, our Celebration Enablers, we got Dragon Mantle as a cheap spell we can play, okay. Hopeful Vigil has 2. I'm not sure I'm playing any of these, so I'll come out here, you. Not sure I'm playing you either. I might play that as a 4-drop, to be honest. It's not great, but it does what it's supposed to do. Emerald Recruiter, flick a coin. 3 Blind Mice. That's a Celebration payoff. I forgot about that. Yeah, I mean we could play that as a finisher or something. Yeah, that's fine. Again, a trick that we're not that interested in. Okay, so some good removal is not a bad thing. So Ginger could also just be good in an aggressive deck. But I have no artifacts to really synergize them. So how good is Stroke of Midnight is the question. Oh, it says here Stroke of Midnight is just garbage. Okay. So at that point then, what are we playing here? I guess we just take an aggressive 3-1 then. Gnawing Crescendo is a card I'm quite interested in. It's won me a lot of games. No, Redcap Thief celebrates. I forgot about that. Now here we have 9 Crescendo or just a Scalding. I think Scalding Viper's gotta be better here. Now the question here is, do I want a Monstrous Rage or do I want just straight up cut in? I think I want cut in this situation, but it's gotta be close, right? Yeah, I think I'll take my first copy of cut in here. I don't have much in the way of removal, so that's probably the correct choice. Yeah, I think we take cut in here. Alright, okay, I need to do some building here quickly, so let's just take everything out that I don't think I'm going to play. I'm happy to play all of these. I'm not so sure about you. These are all fine. And then so we've got Dragon Mantle to help me with thing. Hopeful Vigil. So that's... Oh yeah, that's... So what helps me celebrate? 1, 2, 3, 4 technically. 5, 6, 7. We have a lot of good ways to do this actually. Yeah, I mean, Restless Biovac's gotta be good, right? Again, I'm not 100% certain on how good these cards are, but I must find out. It's gotta be good. That looks really strong to me. Restless Biovac. Yeah, 58.5, I would think so. Strong card. Nice to pick up one that fits on the land slot too. So I don't think we want Skewer Slingers in this deck at all. So do I want another 2-drop? How many have I got so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 2-drops. Yeah, that's not great. Oh, Return Triumphant could be good though. I think that's probably better than... Oh no, I've got Hope of Vigil. That's another 2-drop as well. Now, Bellowing Bruiser. This is a tough pick now. Yeah, let's give it a shot. I'm not sure if it's the right card to pick there or not, but let's give it a shot. I might have been better off just taking another Flick a Coin or whatever, but I don't want to have too many of those at the same time. I might have been better off just taking another Merry Bards. I just used to, no. I'm not convinced about that or Savor the Sleeping. Oh, I will take a 9 Crescendo, however. Plunge into Winter I'll also take. Break this. Okay, so we end up getting pretty much one of every card that we could possibly have gotten there. So that's interesting. Okay, now for the build. Because is Intangible Virtue good enough? I don't make that many tokens necessarily. Alright, so let's just have a quick look. I want to have a look at some cards here and see, like, what is Intangible Virtue's win rate? Because I don't know that it's worth it playing it. I don't know if I have enough to make it good. I just don't know that I have enough to make it good. How many tokens do I make? So I make 1 over here, right? And then I make 2, 3, 4. I make 4. And then this makes 2 if I have that. So I'm not convinced. So let's cut that. Break the spell. Hope of Vision I'm going to keep. Plunge Winter, let's cut that for now. Return Triumph, let's cut that. Boundary Lands Rager are probably just going to keep it. I need 2-drops at the same time. Scalding Viper. It's probably just going to keep that as well. Tattered Ratter really is just a 2+2+0. Okay. Take that out. Right, Kathy. Okay, so let's have a look here. We want to be focused on celebration, alright? So yeah, so let's just hold on, let's just cut all our cards, right? Let's cut the lot. Keep the cards we know we're playing for sure. That up there, put that up there. Now let's read Ash here. So haste and celebration. Whenever Ash Party Crasher attacks, if 2 or more non-impermanents enter the battlefield your turn, under your control this turn, put a +++ on counter on Ash. Okay. So anything that is a celebration enabler goes in the deck straight away. So Hope of Vigil goes in. Curse Courtier goes in because he triggers it, so there we go. Three Blind Mice trigger it, so they go in. Dragon Mantle does not kindred its own, do it on its own. No. Imodane's Recruiter. Oh, well, he's going in now, so when it enters battle, we should +1/+1 gain haste until end of turn. Alright, so I'll stick him in. Now, Redcap Thief also triggers it. Merry Bards can also trigger it, so we'll play that. Edge or Pack also triggers, so we'll play that. Then we're going to play Cut In because it's our removal. And we're going to play Cooped Up because it's our removal. Right, so there's 11 cards that really focus on celebration. So what does that make our deck look like? We got Menace. We got a 2/2. Now, that goes to the graveyard on its own. That also goes to the graveyard on its own. Curse Courtier, we're going to want to have a way to put something on that to make it better. So that makes Merry Bards better, yeah. Okay. And then stockpiling Celebrant can also get rid of that, of course, so she's going to go in there. Alright, which means realistically, we want to have some nice aggressive cards. So Boundary Lands Ranger, it's not impossible for me to Monstrous Rage, of course, that creates a monster roll token attached to a creature. So that works with Curse Courtier. It works to make things bigger, which makes Boundary Lands Ranger better. Okay, there we are. Now, Flick a Coin, I want to try that out. So there's another card, so okay. Now, knowing, okay, so what have we got here? An aggressive deck. We want to play Scalding Viper as well. Okay, so that's 1 2-drop, 2, 3. We've got 4 2-drops. So I think we might just play a Tattered Ratter as a 2/2. Perhaps. We have rats. We don't have a lot of rats at all. We don't have a lot of rats at all. Okay. Now, let's have a look. Bellowing Bruiser, I think we can include, because having that ability is really strong, and having a 4/4 haste is also really strong. So we definitely want to include that as well. Okay. Intangible Virtue. And how many tokens do we have? We've 1 currently. Way to make a couple more, way to make a couple more, way to make a couple more. It's hardly worth it because it doesn't do anything on its own. I don't think it's worth it. Alright, so I think we play a Sword Ginger, just as a nice aggressive card. Okay, so I think we can play a Sword Ginger. So that leaves us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2-drops. And I would like to have a few more, if I'm honest. Okay, so we're sitting at 18. I think we could probably play 17 lands in this deck. How many ways do we have to use our mana later on in the game? We've got adventures. Yeah, we want to kind of hit 5, you know. I mean, even with, was it Imodane's Recruiter, we'd like to be able to cast that with 8. Now, Dragon Mantle helps us with Celebration as well. I forgot about that. It's cheap, and we can just pop it and something else down on the same turn. I'm interested to see what its win rate is. I found it to be quite good. But I bet you its win rate's not that good. Dragon Mantle. Oh no, it is quite good. Jesus, red is deep. So it is, red is very deep. My goodness. Okay, so We're going to want to play Dragon Mantle, which again gives us more reason to have more red and white cards. Or sorry, it gives us more reason to have lands because we can pump. So I think we will go to 17, and then I think we'll just do a 9-9 split, will we? We need a lot more red. But no, we want a 9-9 split. So we'll put in 8 of these. We'll put in 8 of these. Put the Bruiser over here. There we go. Okay, so now we still have room for 5 cards. That's nice, because there's a good selection of stuff here. So let's take in cards we're considering. Plunge into Winter, I suppose we could play. Return Triumphant, we could play. Protective Parents, we could also play. Whenever a champion you control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter and Savior the Sleeping. So I have Dragon Mantle, Cooped Up, Hopeful Vigil, whatever's on Cursed Courtier, and then yeah, okay, so like 4. So yeah, it's possible. We also have, I thought I had 2 of those Tunaville Guides. I guess I only have 1. Put that in there. What else? Kindle Heroism? I don't think so. Skewer Slinger, Tallarad, probably just gonna play him as a 2/2. Gnawing Crescendo we can also play. Okay, I'm not interested in the Skewer Slingers, to be honest. And Impact Tremors. It's just a dead card late, though. Yeah, it is just a dead card late. So maybe we just need to consider now not how strong cards are, but just how many creatures we have. Because even here we only have 14 creatures. Plus 14 creatures, but if we include Hope of Vigil, that's 15. If you include 3 Blind Mice, that's 16. So that's about where we want to be. So I think we probably want to play a Protective Parents, even though it's not that good. We probably want to play a Tunaville Guide, even though it's not that good. And then we can probably play Return Triumphant, especially because it's yeah, we can probably play Return Triumphant now. Gnawing Crescendo, where are we with that? I found it to be pretty good. Would have been nice if I hadn't made that mistake earlier. And so I think we'll keep, and lost that Besotted Night. Besotted Night would have been really nice here. So I think we'll take out Plunge into Winter and play Return Triumphant. I think that's about where we are. I don't see anything else making the cut. Yeah, I don't see anything else making the cut. I don't know how good. It's possible I just play Scarecrow Guide instead. You know, I could play a Scarecrow Guide over some of these white cards. It would just be another 2-drop, but a 2/1 is a pretty terrible 2-drop, to be fair. I don't know how badly I want a Tunaville Guide, you know. It's gotta be better than the Scarecrow, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This feels about right, to be honest. It's a pretty close one between the... Yeah, the tunable guy can wear the dragon mantle very well. Yeah, I think we'll try this, and we'll see how it goes. I'm not convinced this is the perfect build of the deck, but I think it's pretty close. I'm also not convinced this deck is extremely strong, but I think it has some good power level. There's a few junkers towards the bottom there, which I think is a problem with supplementing your deck with so much white. It's just there's not that many good white cards. Okay, I'll go first with this, yeah. 4-lander's not ideal, obviously. Nah, I probably want to go Skull and Viper first. I actually have Celebration already as well, with Monstrous Rage creating a Monster World token and sort of Ginger to follow up. So we'll go with red first. It's not looking good now, I have to say. I do need to draw something other than a land. So we traded 1 for 1 and I got a... Okay, this is looking very bad. Now I can make him into a 4-2. That really does not help. I think I need to attack here. I'm going to hope that he doesn't block. Okay, so we'll play this. Because now this does a good job of shutting down his creatures, and then I can Monstrous Rage this thing. Hopefully I have another spell to play. If I can get Celebration, get the lifelink, I'll be way ahead. Now, the good thing is pretty much any draw on my deck will give me Celebration next turn. I'm not going to take, I'm just going to do no blocks. I kind of need to keep this thing alive, so... Okay, that's good. That's a bit of a problem, though. Just flooded out here, that's all that's happened. But I need to hold that Monstrous Rage. Because if I can get lifelink on it, this won't matter. These attacks won't matter. But I need something here. I mean, I'm starting to get into trouble now. Oh, well, I can kill Ashok. next turn, I think. That's perfect, actually. I can just kill her. I do need to draw something, though. Perfect. Okay. Let's help me stabilize, but I'm in a lot of trouble now because the board is so much bigger. Not a good game yet, mate. I wouldn't just be calling it a good game just yet. He might have something that can hit me with. No, I have two blockers. Yeah. So even if I block here and block, yeah, so that just didn't work out for me, unfortunately. Oh well. Would I have been able to survive? Maybe if I didn't trade off Sir Ginger. No, that still was the right play, I think. I could have just sacked him for food. I'm not sure. I think that was just bad luck, really. I think I only had like 4 or 5 cards to work with there, so I don't think I'm too annoyed about that. You know, if he hadn't played Ashiok there, I might have been in a lot better shape, because I would have been able to attack him directly. I go first. Yeah, I think I keep 7 now. Candy Trail, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I think I just got unlucky in that last game. A couple of decisions I could have made differently. Maybe not throwing in Sir Ginger like that, but I got a good trade out of that. That thing was going to grow inevitably, so it was a decent trade for me. It was 2 mana for 3 mana, and he kept his 1/1, so it was like it was pretty decent. Like, it was about probably the best I was ever going to do. Now I have draws here that can get me celebration straight away. Oh, and that's really slow as well. Oh, that's perfect. Look at that. Just how he read it up. Now they're gonna want to kill Ash Party Crasher, so I could Dragon Mantle Ash, right? But then they're gonna want to kill it. And what I'm trying to hit is just like a better 2-drop, which I don't necessarily think is a good idea. I'm gonna play Boundary Lands. I'm gonna play Dragon Mantle on him. So she celebrated, so that's a good start. And I've got a Bellowing Bruiser. And now she's a 3/3. This is a very good start. So I can stockpiling Celebrant and then replay Dragon Mantle again. So that's good. And then the Biovac. So how do I efficiently spend my mana here? Oh my god. I just get to do this to Ash. I didn't even think of that. Oh, brilliant. Look at that. And now that's triggered Bounty Lands Ranger. That's perfect. Yeah. I would concede. Okay, that was the celebration draw, and it worked out really well there. Ash, of course, being super strong. And why did I... It took me a little while to think about Return Triumphant there. I was trying to figure out how to best spend my mana. Okay, so that worked out pretty well. The deck... I think the deck is strong. I think I'm susceptible to some dodgy draws. I should probably maybe mulligan slightly more aggressively. Maybe keeping that hand was actually what caused me to lose the first one. So I go first. I've got 2 2-drops and a 3-drop. 4 mana on line. So I could mull this and look better. Look for a better hand, but this is the bottom end of my deck, to be fair. Should I mulligan more aggressively? Maybe I should. I'm going to try that. Well, this is more or less exactly the same. No, in fact, this is slightly worse. Okay, so that was not the best mull altogether. No, maybe I actually... No, maybe I get rid of this. No. Maybe I just get rid of... Yeah, get rid of a land, actually. Pretty my cards are 2-drops, so... Maybe I just hold it for a little while. I should have just thrown back the bruiser, to be honest. So here, we're trying to use Battering Bruiser's ability to get through. Yeah, that's fine. I gotta try and get this Bellowing Bruiser playoff. I think that's the only way I'm gonna win this. He's incentivized to attack. Okay, gives you 6 mana, and he's got a Mock and Sprite reducing resistance to sorcery, so you could probably like triple spell this turn if you wanted to. Now, land would be great because I can Bellowing Bruiser. Fairy Dream Field, okay. Okay. Now, hopefully he gets a little bit cocky and goes for two attacks. Okay, that's still good though. That's still good for me. I can still just... Bellowing Bruiser. Do I do it now is the question? This is a pretty profitable attack for me though, even no matter what he does. Yeah, because his 3-1's not trading for anything good, like. It's lethal. But that's just lethal, right? I'm pretty sure that's just lethal, right? Because he's got menace. Yep, I figured as much. Oh, now, did I play that incorrectly? Yeah, probably mulligan too aggressively, to be honest. Yeah, sure, I had fun. Probably mulligan a little too aggressively. I just didn't feel like the hand was good enough. But then, I mean, I ended up with more or less the same hand, slightly worse. Then, shipping at land might have been aggressive. It's hard to know. I think I might have gotten off with that game, but... that's a difficult one. I'll have to go back and look at that. A lot of decision points there I think it could go over. Oh, this is very nice. Scalding Viper into 3 blind mice. I would prefer to have something a little better than Gnawing Crescendo as my follow-up play, but it's not bad. Or how's Tabby? So it's a Death Touch guy. Cool. So I don't need to attack with him, you think? He's just gonna sit there and ping him a little bit. And if he deals with him, now I still get a ping off. So that's nice. Yeah, so I still get a ping off. But I can just Ash and Tattered Ratter next turn, right? Yeah. So let's just go 3 blind mice here. I can keep the Tattered Ratter to play next turn to help with that. No blocks. This works out really well. He's got 1 blocker for all my creatures here. This is just lethal. I'm attacking for... What am I attacking for? Attacking for 10 plus 8. Yeah, it is, yeah. Yeah. Gnawing Crescendo is such a good card. So it is such a good card. Oh. It works especially well with 3 blind mice, of course. So that's the thing. If I had Intangible Virtue there instead of one of the other cards, maybe I don't have lethal, right? Because it's buffing my... Well, okay, well, to be fair, it would have been buffing the mice token, so that's maybe not the best example. But that's the issue, I think, with a lot of these enchantment cards, is they're just not bodies. and they can't deal power and toughness. And who knows? I mean, I had vigilance there thanks to the three blind mice, so that really helped. But who knows what the backswing could have been like, in a different situation. So I think that's why a lot of these enchantment cards aren't doing that well, or why those more nuanced archetypes are struggling. It's finding that balance between payoffs and enablers. Right, this just doesn't look very good. But I do have a 2-drop, I do have a 3-drop, I have a 5-drop. This doesn't look very good to me. Like, is this good enough to win? Yeah, I think we can do with this. I think it's good enough. Wicked Visitor is not something I'm too scared about. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Doesn't change the math. Okay. I'll just trade off here. Now that I've got Return Triumphant cooped up. Right, cap feet. Pretty decent. So I've got Return Triumphant and I've got cooped up, so. You lose 1 life and you draw an additional card. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's gonna be hard to beat. Yeah, I'm in a lot of trouble here. I'm in a lot of trouble. This is very hard to deal with. He's drawing an extra card a turn. Yeah, he's losing a life, but this is tough now. 10 damage. That's an awful lot. Yeah. That was hard. That was just too hard to beat. So it was too good of a start. And he was smart. He didn't trade when he could, you know, until he got that online. And again, it's just a slow start, awkward mana. I say I probably should have mulliganed that hand again. Yeah, I think I should have. It just wasn't good enough, and I knew that. You know. So, but anyway. It's a pretty good start for my opponent, though. And I'm on the draw, to be fair. I don't think I can mulligan this either, though. 3 blind mice. Really strong card. I would like to. I have a good chance of drawing a 2-drop, though. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah, there we go. 2-drop. Nice. Let's just get this going now. Having cut in was perfect there. Okay. Now. Okay, this is strong now because I can Monstrous Rage the Courtier next turn, and he's in a lot of trouble. If he has something to destroy my enchantment, that'll be a pain in the butt. Ah, he did as well. Oof, that's painful. No, we're in pretty good shape though. So I am. Yeah, I'm in really good shape. Pretty sure I just win now. I think it's all he had as well. Because I can make my restless barrier back. Yeah, I can make my restless barrier back under a creature as well. Yeah. He was sort of done there. Three blind mice coming in clutch again, just creating a lot of creatures, man, and a lot of problems. And he had to spend, well, I suppose he used an adventure card on it, so that was actually really nice. That's how you want to get artifact destruction or enchantment destruction into your deck on an adventure like that. So we're 4-3. I'm pretty happy with that so far. Is there anything I would add? Another trick? No, this is exactly it too. This is exactly it. It's a red-white deck with a high upside, you know, like a high card quality at the top, and then like some junkers at the bottom. I think it's a pretty decent deck. It's nothing special, but it's got. I haven't actually even drawn Imodane's Recruiters yet, which is crazy. Strongest card in my deck. And I've been on the draw a lot as well. Been on the draw most of my games actually. I think except for one. Could have a counterspell. Do I care if Surgeon gets countered? Not really. Could have spell stutter like. Yeah, that's what I figured, but I'm not gonna play around spell stutter there. I'm good now because I've got 2 Neville Guide plus Edge Roll Pack. That's cool. I'm just going to get rid of Charade with Cooped Up if I can next turn. I should have waited on that, so that was a poor decision on my part. On my behalf. Should have just waited. But now, if he doesn't end that good, he's in a bit of trouble now. Oh, I didn't think about Spell Starter cost. I thought it was cost 1 for some reason. That's a shame. Ah, crap. Well, that's game, isn't it? Probably could have avoided her getting that card off the tap. That was probably my biggest mistake. I'm boned. I'm so boned. Goose Mother's a very strong card, though. I mean, if it wasn't for the Goose Mother, this game would still be going. You know, Goose Mother's a strong card. It's a Hail Mary. I don't think there's anything I can really do here. I needed that life. That's it. I need that life. Unfortunately. No, it was a cool deck. It played some cool cards. Loads of removal and stuff. Like, I mean, I had a good chance if it wasn't for the Goose Mother there. But I'll take a 4-3. So I will. I'm content enough for that. Never drew Imodane's Recruiter the whole time, which is a shame. I wanted to play with that card. I wanted to play with that card. So let's have a quick look at the deck again. So yeah, it ended up being quite aggressive. Return Triumphant was actually useful with Ash in there. Ash was good whenever she survived. Surge Injury didn't do anything, really. Its Hatterata didn't do anything, really. These were all just 2-drops that were there to be 2-drops. Let me see. 3 Blind Mice was good. Never got to cast Flick a Coin, did I? I don't think I did. 9 Crescendo played very well again. Didn't get to play those. Didn't play around counter spells at all that game, really. Could have done slightly better. Having said that, yeah, I could have and should have thought about playing around it and not cast Edgewall Pack, and instead cast one of my 2-drops. Then maybe cast another 2-drop, let her counter that, then cast Edgewall Pack next turn. But playing around counter spells is something that's harder to do at the start of the format. I should get better. The guide was fine. Didn't do a whole pile. Bruiser was kind of good in this deck, actually, the ability to not block. It was good at some points. Biovac was fine, yeah, just having that extra. It didn't come in too often, but it certainly helped. Cooped Up was obviously good. Monstrous Wage was good. Dragon Mountain was good. They worked. They're both 1 mana celebration spells. Vigil was also good. Course Courtier, yeah, it wasn't particularly useful, but I still think he was good because he was a celebration enabler. So yeah, these guys are good. Course Courtier and Edgewall Pack. What else? Celebrant seemed fine. Never going to use Imodane's Recruiter. The Mary Bar's Redcap Thief. More celebration enablers. And yeah, these were. Scalding Viper was fine, but he died a lot. But that's good. That's good. He drew removal early. So I think that's good. That's good. So yeah, Scalding Viper was good. Throw him over there. These guys. Theoretically are good anyway. Didn't really get. Edgewall Pack has been very good, actually. Curse Courtier is theoretically good. Stockpile 7, again, played pretty well. Yeah. I think Red White is like probably like the middle of the ground for archetypes. So I think we did okay with it. And we're short here. Thanks for watching another episode of Limited Lowdown. I hope you learned something. And I'll see you next time.